Give me a second. Gotta see what my audio. I've been having some technical issues, mostly of my own. How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay. All right, guys. There we go. Okay. Let me. All right, guys. Okay. Let me mute this. Wow. Okay. That's squealing in the background. All right, guys. So here, I'm kind of having some technical difficulties, and honestly, it's of my own doing. And basically, what I did was I set up this live stream. Stop it. All right. Let me get the camera figured out here. All right. Something like that. Okay. I'll try to get myself in the center of the screen. All right, hoping you can hear me all right. But so I set up this live stream as I broke out all the fancy studio gear and everything, and was gonna have a big live stream thing, background and everything on my behind me, and then YouTube reminded me that I had set up the live stream on mobile. My mobile phone as the streaming device instead of my camera and or laptop. So kind of screwed up my plan a little bit, but I made it. I'm finally here. For a while there, YouTube wasn't wanting mobile, but it's happening now. So thanks for joining. So I had notes here. I'm kind of killing time for a minute. Let some people join. Looks like we got Rod's Fishing Adventures. Make sure you check him out. James Bailey, how we doing, man? And got Mr. Stuart Ferris online. Looks like we got maybe somebody else hanging out too, but they haven't identified themselves. Please identify yourselves so we know who's watching. But anyway, Victor Schlemmer. Okay, the man with the plan. So. Anyway, I had some notes set up, and I just kind of want to do kind of some updates on the channel since we reached 1,000 subscribers, and some just kind of what's upcoming, what's happening, and then we'll get into the drawing. And I'm gonna have to kind of ad lib here because I was going to have a big camera out front here and then use my mobile. Actually, I was going to have an assistant use my mobile device to do the random number draw, and then all of a sudden I had to switch modes because I had to do this on my phone. So it's all weird. It's working, I guess, but it's just kind of feeling weird to me. But a couple of things before we get into that. I see a question from James Bailey. James Bailey, the owner of Pop's Jigs. Thanks for joining, man. Show season has been good. It's been busy, man. I mean, I've been going every weekend except for the second weekend of like the weekend right after the Collinsville show. It was that was a weekend off, but since I've been going with your buddies at Bluff City Outdoors, and we're last weekend I went to the CatCon with Bluff City Outdoors. That was a lot of fun, and man, it was busy. Some shows are better than others, but it's been a good time. We've been to Chicago twice, been to Cincinnati area once, then going back there this weekend. This is the last real big show for this season for me, thank goodness. Just a lot of running, a lot of driving, a lot of no spare time for Dan, so but it's been good. It's been productive. I've been meeting a lot of people, making contacts and stuff, so it's all been good. So see, we got 6 on. If you haven't said hi yet, please do, so I know who's on. And I'm gonna get to my notes real quick and just do a little talky thing. And if you got questions along the way, guys, hit me and I'll see if I can answer it or bullshit my way through it. So just look at my notes real quick and then we'll get going. So it's a nice evening. I'm out here in the garage studio and it was nice out today. It was a bit windy, but almost thought about. I got my device completely installed on the boat, and I was gonna maybe go out and give it just a little workout on Crab Orchard this afternoon, but that got nixed. So we're not doing that today. We might sneak out right after work tomorrow for just a minute and kind of get it on the water and do a little look around. Maybe drop a line in the water. But where did my notes go? So anyway, it was a nice day. It's nice and warm here in the garage, so I figured I'd take advantage of it instead of doing it in the house. And we've got a jam-packed agenda tonight, so let's get into it. So we're doing a giveaway, but I wanted to just start with some updates for the channel since we reached 1,000, and talk about kind of what's next, if you will. So, some people get the impression that you reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and the money just starts pouring in, and that unfortunately isn't the case. We do have opportunities for monetization right now, but they involve a little more work on your part. So we'll talk about that. But basically, it's we've gotten to the point where we've reached 1,000 subscribers. We're eligible for monetization. However, we haven't reached a level of how do we say it? We haven't reached a level of watch hours to qualify for ad monetization. So that's where the money just starts pouring in from ads on your videos. But we are eligible for other types of monetization that includes, and Rod, you may be familiar with this concept. So it includes your supers, so your super chats, your super thanks, there are several different things there, emoji thing, and I set all that up. If you notice down at the bottom of the screen, right where you would click chat at, and there's like a little smiley emoji thing, right next to it is a little dollar sign. And those are the things that, when we're doing a video like this where we're chatting, or we're doing like a premiere video, Those are the things that where you can click on that little dollar sign and say, hey, send $5 to Dan. Not that I'm asking you to. I'm just saying it's there. But it is an option as far as being able to help me out with my stuff. So I've always said that if I do make any money on this, I'm just going to turn it around and put it back in equipment or gas money or something to help support the channel. So if you feel the need, you want to throw something out there, go right ahead, guys. But not begging by any means. That little dollar sign right down here. You can't see what I'm pointing at, but it's right next to where you type a chat. The channel has also been set up with memberships. So when you click on my channel at the very top, you got the buttons where it says, let me just jump over here real quick. Go here, my channel. Right, so at the top of the channel page, when you go to it, there's a customized channel, manage videos, then there's a little join button. And that join button actually is a gateway to join for memberships on the channel. And that basically says if you want to kick in, it's a monthly subscription, and the prices are very low right now on that. So I have it set up with what we call a dink level. So, like your little dinky crappie, right? $2.99 a month. Keeper level is $4.99 a month, and slab level is $9.99 a month. And basically, that just allows you to have extra perks that other folks don't have, or you get early access to videos, stuff like that. So, again, I'm just saying it's out there. I'm not expecting anything out of it, stuff. But it's out there in the event that somebody feels froggy. So, so we do have that monetization thing going on, but it's it involves either somebody getting a wild hair and say, yeah, I'll give Dan $2.99 a month, or the other way is just to really get out there and bump my playlists and hit a playlist, watch it, and then hit another playlist and watch it. And I got to reorganize some of that stuff because there's some stuff I kind of got just kind of scattered about, so I need to kind of reorganize in there. But so that's it. That's what we got. And I don't know why I always yawn when I'm doing these things, but I do. But all right, let me get back to the chat thing so I can see it here. Anything new? Hey, James, Victor, JT Warmly. I'm coming down to Fish Crab Orchard in 2 weeks. Any recommendations how to catch them if you don't have live scope? JT, I was talking to a fella over the weekend. He went down Saturday. He asked me for some advice, and I gave him what I knew, but I haven't been out there in just a minute. So actually, I haven't been on Crab Orchard since right before Christmas, and so I'm sure the pattern is different than it was then. But we were on stake beds and stuff in the main lake. The best advice I can give you is you're going to find them on structure. Just a matter of how deep. If you look at the ifishillinois.org website, it gives you maps of where if you look at that site for Crab Orchard Lake, you click on Crab Orchard, it's going to have a list of maps of fish attractors in the lake, and I would just if you have, even if you don't have live scope, if you can say map them out, say you got a hummingbird or something that you can actually enter a waypoint into, save those waypoints, go there. You're probably looking at right now, they're going to be in a little deeper water, and the weather's supposed to go up and down the next few days, so who knows where they're going to be, but I'd say they're probably going to be on deeper structure. So if you look at that map along the dam on the west end, there's a bunch of brush piles over there, and they're a little bit deeper water, like 12 to 15 foot. Um, I That's probably a place I would go look um, this time of year. I'm not gonna probably not gonna get back out there till like the second week of March, but I would look at those brush piles along the dam that are in a little deeper water, or any of that other structure. There's an old road bed coming across, kind of runs parallel to uh, what is that? What is that road? Kind of runs parallel to Illinois 13, but it's actually old Illinois 13, but it's submerged because when they flooded the lake, it covered that road. But they put brush piles on it. There's snagless structures. There's like an old bridge structure out there that went over the creek, and there's all kinds of stuff along that old road bed. That might be worth a look. But I'd use a bonus pole with do your jigging. Once you find stuff that's marked, and also too along the dam where those brush piles are located. There are green rocks. There's a green painted rock by each one of those structures that are big piles of Christmas trees that they have out there. So look for those green rocks. You're going to be in the neighborhood. You'll find them eventually because they're pretty big piles. And I hear that they were actually adding some the other day. So they're dropping Christmas trees from this season in. So excuse me. That would be my best bet, or my best advice. I can't tell you that it's good advice. Only that that's probably what I'd look at. My less having live scope. That's probably a good bet. But definitely get you some minnows and have those handy. You may also consider, because the guy that went the other day said the bites that he did get were real light, so you might consider a smaller profile bait, maybe an inch and a half, or a smaller profile bait. Bite the head off of a 2-inch and knock it down a little bit. That downsize might help you out as well. Wish I had a report that I knew that I knew, but it's kind of my best guess right at the moment. So, but yeah, definitely get those brush piles, and they're not all brush piles that are marked on. Some of them are like the porcupine PVC structures and stuff like that. But like I say, I think they're going to be holding in deeper water yet. I mean, water temperature is going to be weird, going up and down with it's supposed to be like 85 tomorrow. Which is crazy, and then it's supposed to get colder later in the week, so they'll be confused, I'm sure. But check that out and let me know how that goes, man. I always like to hear the feedback, because fellow that went the other day, he said he followed my advice and he caught 3 fish. So no guarantees, man, but that's what I know. So anyway, let's move on. Thanks for the question, man. All right, so so anyway, yeah, just in terms of monetization, if you could get out there and watch some content, or just turn it on and mute it and go about your day, just leave it running. We need to trick that algorithm into thinking that people are really watching the videos, right? So the more the better, but that's where I'm going to get to that ad revenue thing, where it'll be probably a little more steady stuff. But right now we're kind of with that membership thing, and that membership thing and the thanks, the little thanks button with the dollar sign down by the chat. So, all right, moving on then. Thanks, thanks for listening to all that. So, as James asked earlier, he was asking about the show circuit or the fishing shows, and yeah, I've been hitting one pretty much every weekend since first weekend of January, and it's been a lot of fun. Learned a lot of stuff, meeting a lot of people, and it's it's been fruitful. There's some new and kind of exciting stuff coming up. So with reaching 1,000 subscribers and just making some contacts and stuff. There's some cool stuff happening, and I'll share more on that when the time is appropriate. But I don't want to spill the beans just yet. So, but being that I've been at all the shows, I haven't really been making any fishing content. The last actual video that I had fishing content, I posted about at 7:30. That's the slabjacker one that I just posted. So it's that I don't have any more fishing content. Now I have filmed some trade show stuff, some of the show stuff, some just kind of checking out different booths and products and stuff at the shows, and some installation stuff. And again, that's stuff that I haven't really shared yet. So we got that coming up, and somebody's pinging me. Oh, don't even know who it is. All right, but so yeah, but the show season's been really cool. Having a lot of fun. The last official one, is this coming weekend in Cincinnati, and I hear that's a big one. Went to CatCon last weekend. That was new for me, but I've been primarily going with the brush pile jigs, folks. But there are times where I've been also been going with Bluff City Outdoors out of Alton, and having a good time. Like I say, meet a lot of people. It's pretty cool. So more to come on that. Just kind of what's going on, but and as far as what we got upcoming next week, next Monday. Gonna do a bucket list thing. We're actually driving down to Lake Fork on Monday, and me and the Stu and the Donald, we're gonna go down to Lake Fork, and we're looking forward to having a good time. It's gonna be, and I should clarify that's next Monday, not tomorrow. Right after the Cincinnati show, I get home Sunday night. I turn around, peel out to Lake Fork Monday. We fish Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, weather dependent, of course, and then we turn around and bring our butts back home on Friday. There's a little fishing show up in Sullivan, Illinois, at Lake Shelbyville. It's a kind of a fundraiser for the Lake Shelbyville Habitat Alliance, and we're doing that on Saturday, and I'm done with show season. It's time to get in some fishing. So, but so we got the Lake Fork coming up. I'm gonna do a live episode on Crab Orchard on April the 8th. Anybody know what day that is? April the 8th, 2024. Any guesses? April the 8th. 2024. It's going to be the eclipse. Yep. So we're going to do a live eclipse episode on Crab Orchard Lake, and hopefully we can get to a boat ramp. I understand there's going to be thousands of people out there, so I need to check with the refuge to see if I can actually get my boat on there. But yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, and I've actually been planning that since the last one in 2017. Because if you look at the map of the one from 2017 and the one coming up this year. Those things cross, make a big X, and we're right in the middle of the X here in Carbondale. So ought to be neat, provided that the sun, so it'll get dark while we're fishing. And if you've ever experienced it, there's like this light wave thing that happens. That's kind of neat, So it's it'll be interesting, So I'm interested to see if the fish will actually bite differently, or maybe we finally get that quarter-pounder during the eclipse. That's the dream anyway, right? So, but so live eclipse episode on April the 8th. We're also gonna blast off to do a spring trip to Truman Lake about second week, well, right after the eclipse, then actually, second week of April, and it's going to be me, the Stu, the Donald, Jennifer, and Lee. We're going to have a whole bunch of brush pile folks showing up at, or brush pile fans showing up at Sherman Lake. And hopefully the mushrooms are up and the fish are on the bank. But that's how it was last year. It was good times. So looking forward to do it again. And we're actually going to have Carol teach Lee how to mushroom hunt, because he's all about that mushroom hunting thing. But he says every time he goes, he doesn't see any walk by. But so we're going to make him go out and mushroom hunt with Carol. So teach him a thing or two. It would be the mushroom. How do you call it? The mushroom daddy. I don't know if that's even a thing. But so yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So and it's gonna be of course looking at doing a trip to Lake Allatoona in May. Been talking to a young fellow down there who says he's really on the giant red ear down there, and I'm all about that. So if I can pull it off, we'll do that. And of course we're gonna do some real foot stuff. We're gonna do Kentucky Lake, and you never know what else pops up. It might be the last opportunity for me to go to might be the last opportunity for me to go to Bull Shoals this year. Stay at my buddy's place. He's talking about selling it, so that's always a good time going down there. Beautiful lake, but wouldn't mind doing that one more time before he gets rid of it. So we'll see if that pans out or not. But a lot of that would be a lot easier if the monetization starts happening. So what else we got? And of course we're gonna hit our local favorites, the Crab Orchard and Wren Lake, and try to get we got a few guides we're gonna try to do some content with too. So I know when we go to Texas, we're gonna hop in a boat with Kyron Washington and do some content with him, and then we've got prospects for Kentucky Lake, Shelbyville, Mark Twain Lake, and there could be Lake of the Ozarks, and probably doing some content with some other folks at Lake of the Ozarks too. So ought to be a really good time and a really busy year. So and like I say, we got lots of new product stuff coming up that I'm not going to talk about yet. I'll tease it a little bit though. So it's gonna be a good time. So I'm done blabbing about me and my stuff and channel and all that. So I guess we're gonna get on to the giveaway. What do you say? Want to do that? So what I want to do, because I had to use the mobile here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my phone around here and get it on my my screen on the laptop. so that you can see what I'm doing. And basically, how this is going to work is I'm going to do a random number selection. I'll go to Google and bring up a random number generator, and we've got 24 of the 100 spots, so we have like 76 spots that are filled, and then some empty ones. So if we run into, and then should probably find a pen and write down numbers that I've already, well, I'll figure it out. But so if we hit on a number that's unused, we just move on to the next one. So, or unclaimed, if you will. So, and again, it's going to be numbers 1 through 100. Y'all did that. You saw what was going on. So, prizes as follows is first prize, and we're going to go. I think we're going to go bottom to top. So, we're gonna start with number 6 and go to number 1. What do you say? That way we got the grand prize last. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's the way we're gonna do it, because it's kind of anticlimactic if we do the big prize first and then all the other stuff last. So so we'll do it that way. But prizes as follows. First, a guided fishing trip on Carlisle or Rend Lake in southern Illinois with drop shot guide and tackle services, Scotty Kendall, on a mutually agreed upon date. And then we'll throw in a PFG fishing hat, just like this one, for your trouble. And then second is, I got these here. Some of the stuff I have here, some I gotta go collect and or curate. I think the brush pile stuff I'll just have shipped. So second is going to be Mafia rods, 7-foot, 1-piece rod, spinning casting rod. These are really nice rods, and these were donated. This was donated by the good folks at Mafia Rods, and they're really nice rods. Just really good casting rod, real sensitive with it being 1 piece. It is a little limber, but like I say, good casting, be good for some bluegill fishing and or jig and cork action here later this in a little while. So we got that, and with that is a PC Fun Flame reel. And I bought a whole box of these. I retooled my spider rigging rods with these, so I bought a dozen of them, and they're like $20 reel, I believe. So, but they're nice. They work out okay. Just don't step on. If you step on it, I can't guarantee it'll keep working, because the the frame on the reel part is plastic, and if you step on it, you'll snap it. I've been there, done that. What else we got? So we got that Mafia rod, casting rod with PC Fun Flame reel, and a PFG fishing hat. And then we're gonna have a Brush Pile Jigs, our friends at Brush Pile Jigs, gift package, approximately a $50 value, plus a PFG fishing hat. And so what I've decided on the Brush Pile Jigs package, if you will, there's going to be a basically it's going to be a Dan's favorite package, if you will. So Panfish Guy favorite. So it's going to be a pro pack of jig heads, and we'll probably make them like the 16th ounce, kind of middle of the road. So pro pack of jig heads, and that would be 10 of each color. So a pink, chartreuse, orange, and black. And then there will also be a 7 packages of jigs, and those are going to to be my favorites. So it's going to be the Panfish Guide Favorites package, right? So my best 7 baits, if you will. So, and then there will also be 3 packs of these brand new patent pending Slabjacker jigs. 3 different colors, if you will. So 3 of those, and those are really, really hot right now, guys. If you haven't, they're just they can't make enough of them. Is what it amounts to. It's crazy, but we'll manage to acquire some, and then there will be some swag included with that package too. So 3 Slabjackers, so that's like 9 jigs total. So nine of those jigs, 7 packs of plastic, 40 jig heads, and some swag. So nice little package. Approximately $50 value, maybe a little more. So, and then and that'll get shipped. That'll ship to you. And the 4th item is a Mega Crappie Plastics kit from Jeffrey Brooks, plus PFG fishing hat, of course. Jeffrey donated a nice big tray full of plastics. So, and he's good. He helps out with the AmVets, and again, all of the slots that we filled for this. Those $5 donations for each slot, they're all going to AmVets Outdoor. And if my math is right, I think it's going to be like a $380 donation to AmVets. So good job, guys, and that's on your behalf. That's nothing to do with me. So that's on behalf of the channel. So it's good stuff. So anyway. Mega 4th was Mega Crappie Plastics kit from Jeffrey Brooks. Blaster bucket, game cleaning bucket. Where'd it go? This is made by the Mo Fisher, Donnie Versio. And that is game cleaning bucket. You hook up your hose to that. Throw your fish in there. It kind of goes in a circle. Kind of creates a little tornado in there, and then got these holes up here, and all your scales and your little particles of guts and everything just kind of flow out of the bucket onto the ground. And you don't have to listen to your wife holler at you about dirtying up the sink, cleaning out your fish, right? So, yeah, if your wife doesn't care for you doing that, that's a good solution for that. So, last but not least is a 10-foot H&H rod. It's a SP single pole rod, and it's got a Mr. Crappie reel on it, and it was donated by Marty and Jessica Bodine on behalf of the Matthew Bodine Veterans Memorial Scholarships. That's a mouthful. Matthew Bodine Veterans Memorial Scholarship Fund, and that is basically they do a crappie tournament every year, and they have a scholarship fund to Rend Lake Community College in his honor, and that tournament raises funds for the scholarships every year. So it's really good stuff. So. But that was donated on their behalf. I thank all of our folks for their donations, and it's good stuff. But I encourage you to go out and check out those companies. So you got Brush Pile Jigs, you got Mafia Rods, you got Drop Shot Guide and Tackle Services, and Jeff doesn't really have a company, but the Blaster Bucket. If you go to my724outdoors.com and type in Blaster Bucket, he's got a video on there. It's actually on YouTube as well. and if you want to get your hands on one of those, he can hook you up. So there's actually a barcode thing on there you can scan and order. So it's very handy. I've got one, and it saves me a lot of grief when I clean fish. When I don't clean fish out in the sink. So um, they're good stuff. So that's what we got, and some of the items I'll have to ship depending on where you're at. So like the brush pile jigs thing will definitely ship. Hopefully I can hand off the other items to to the parties that get them. A lot of you guys are local enough that I can get it to you. Some might be a shipping option depending on how it works out. So all right, so we're gonna start then, and let me grab the camera. Bring this over here. I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating or anything, because I got some buddies in this drawing, and I don't want Zach Callanan coming on here and saying I cheated people. That's a joke, but some of y'all will get it. All right, so I'm gonna shorten up the legs on this camera. Pardon me. Get this where it's on my laptop screen, and it's a bonus because you don't have to look at me. And let's see if I can get this close enough where you can actually see. How's that look? Okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but you're going to be able to see what I'm doing here. So hopefully. So I'm going to start with item number 6, which is a 10-foot HH rod, and that's donated by Marty and Jessica. And let's go to Google's. Let's go to the Google's. Open a new tab, and we're going to find a random number generator. Hopefully you can see it. I can get it a little bit closer. That's as close as it gets. Okay. So anyway, random number generator. Verifying that I'm human. Alright. So, true random number generator. Minimum 1, max 100. We're just going to do 1 just to kind of get it started. So the first number is not going to count, right? And then we'll start with the second one. Just make sure this thing's working. But, yeah, number 1 doesn't count. Really? 100? Please. Okay. Now, here's our first winner. This is for the H&H rod. All right, 77. So, let me jump back over here. And do we have 77 occupied? We do. And that is Charles Snyder. And Charles is a veteran himself and good guy. He used to live about 2 blocks from me in Glen Carbon. So I'm going to edit this post and just write in behind his name, number 77. Come on now. Please. This editing thing on here is weird. Alright, and I'm just gonna type in HH rod. No, I don't want to tag you guys on that. Alright, and then save it. So we got Item number 6 done. Item number 5 is our Blaster Bucket by Donald Merciel. So I imagine if he wins it, he may. He's probably got 10 of them sitting in his garage. So we might redraw on that. I'll ask him. But all right, let's go back to our random number generator. All right, and our next number up, we've drawn 77. Who do we got? 74. Holy cow. Staying in that range. All right, what do we got here? So number 74. Was it filled? Oh. 74. Lee Sharp. Anybody know who that guy is? Yeah, and that's probably something he doesn't have. But, all right, we're going to edit. And 74. Why are you doing that? 74. Oh, please. Stop it. Let's do it this way. Lee Sharp, you are the winner of the Blaster Bucket. I'll see you next weekend. I'll drop it off to you. So I just want to do this on screen so everybody knows I'm being above board on it. All right, so okay, got that one done. All right, item number 4 is Mega Crappie Plastics kit from Jeffrey Brooks. So let's go back and we're going to generate a new number. 92. Man, we're up in the high ranges. Let's go see if we got a 92. Okay, so I'm going to redraw this one because for those who don't know, Lee Sharp is the CEO of Brushpile Jigs. So I think he's got plenty of jigs. So he might get mad at me for redrawing that, but you know, he can be mad at me. How about that? Because he's got plenty of jigs. He's got more jigs than he can stand. So let's do another one. We're going to pass on 92. And remind me, guys, if that comes up again that, well, we'll get there when we get there. All right, now we got 39. Let's go see that one. Who is number 39? Round and round she goes. It's empty. Okay. 39 is an empty spot. So let's go do another one. What else we got? 81. Let's go look. And 81 is unoccupied as well. Okay. Moving on. What else we got? 65. 65 is empty as well. Okay. Moving on. And this is for the Mega Crappie Plastics kit from Jeffrey Brooks. Do it again. 98. Got anybody camping out at 98? We do. Donnie Merciel, the above mentioned Blaster Bucket guy. So, all right. He likes his plastic. So, let's edit. Edit posts. All right. Donnie Merciel, 98. Mega Plastics. Kit. Okay. I'm going to save it. All right. So we're up to prize number 3, which is a Brush Pile Jigs gift package like we talked about. So let's do that one. Generate a number 3. Okay. This thing's all over the place. Let's go look. Number 3. Victor Schlemmer. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Victor Schlemmer. Gotta hit edit first. Edit post. Number 3. Victor Schlemmer is my one of my army buds. Comes down and fishes with me once in a while. Come on now. Come on, Daniel. We can do this. Hello, I'm doing something. Thank you. A little woman tried to turn the lights out on me. Boy, wish I knew how to type. All right. So that was prize number 3. We're down to 2. We're down to the Mafia Rod and Reel, PC Fun Reel, and the guided fishing trip with Scott Kendall. So let's do it again. All right. I'm going to try to make this even bigger here. So, all right, Mafia Rod. Who's it going to be? 90. Who we got? We have a 90. Jeffrey Brooks. Check it out. Okay. Jeffrey Brooks has the Mafia Rod and Reel. PC Fun Reel. We're going to edit. So a lot of these guys, they not only did they donate to the raffle, to the giveaway, but they also donated by buying spots in the drawing. So, all right, and what was that again? 90. Okay. So number 90, Jeffrey Brooks. Click on him. Mafia Rod. Again, it'd be so nice if I knew how to type. Okay, save. All right, we got one left, guys. That is a guided fishing trip. So who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Let's see who. Let's go round and round, and drum roll, please. Once upon a time, I could actually do that. Ain't so good at it no more. All right, so generate another number. 60. Who we got on 60? Do we have a 60? That's the question. And we have Jeffrey Brooks on number 60. I remember him taking a bunch of the even, like the 10s for some reason. So we got Jeffrey Brooks. I didn't really put a contingency in here for whether or not we double up on prizes or not. But I know Jeff knows Scott pretty well. Let me do something real quick. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna come back to the YouTube real quick. I'm not seeing the comments or anything. I'm back. Where you at? All right, let's see. Here we go. Winner, crappie dinner. Okay, way to go, Donnie. Victor Schlemmer. All right. Thanks, Rod. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for that. Victor Schlemmer, congrats. Wayne Norris, what you giving away? Wayne, we're doing a drawing for 1,000 subscribers that we were doing, and basically it's like a fundraiser for our friends at the AMVETS Outdoors. So we're raising funds for them and giving away some stuff. So you had to do an entry by 6 p.m. today to get into it. So another time we'll do another one now. So bear with us. Let me check on. I want to check on Jeff, see if he's okay with me moving on that trip, and we'll go from there. So bear with me, guys. Don't go nowhere yet, because we may redraw on the. There's a chance we could redraw on the trip. Let's see if he's on here. I don't even know how to do this in here. I don't want to create an ad. I don't even know how to do this in here. Good Lord. I don't like this meta thing. Labels, manage. I just don't dig. I don't dig this. Alright, let me go back. Please. Alright, bear with me for a second, guys. You're gonna have to look at my mug for a second, but I need to check with Jeff. See if he wants me to redraw on this, or if he wants to take it. So, bear with me for a minute.